And so basically, damn, there's a car accident outside. What the fuck? This is off topic to what today's video is about, but me and Alexis recently picked up this air fryer yesterday at Target, and oh my god, this thing puts in work. We're still kind of messing with the settings and finding out what cooks things the best, but this thing is so rad. Look at us, like our little R2-D2 of the kitchen, just making magic happen, one tray at a time. Dude, the mountains where I live look insane. Oh my god, look at this. That's why we need something four-wheel drive on the channel. I need to go snowboarding, have some fun, and film for you guys, right? What is going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are all doing well. It's been so long since I filmed a video, and I know you guys are probably wondering why, which I'll give you guys an explanation in just a second. Right now, we're gonna take the Evo out and go to a spot and address something that I've been getting a lot in my Instagram DMs as of lately. Damn, shining. Sad to say, guys, I haven't driven this car in like a month, and this is gonna be the first time driving it. I've started it a couple times just to get the fluids going, but this will be the first actual time driving it in a minute. So, as I was saying, I know you guys are probably wondering why you haven't seen a video from me in a long time, and to be honest with you, I actually just didn't have a camera for like a couple weeks. Something I haven't posted or I haven't said on YouTube that actually is something that I've been doing a lot since coronavirus hit is I've been buying and reselling a lot of cameras. I've resold probably at least like 20 to 25 cameras since coronavirus hit because I buy them on like an open box special or find them used on OfferUp for like a really good deal. I'll use them for a bit and then I post them for the actual retail price, and sometimes people actually will pay more money than obviously what I bought them for. So I usually end up flipping them just because it's been really easy for me to find them and resell them, Like I've sold several like Canon M50s, Canon G7Xs, Sony A-series cameras, GoPros. This is my third Sony camera that I'm filming on right now, and I've never had one that actually had image stabilization, which is why it looks a lot more steady. I had another Sony camera before for a little bit. You guys probably never really saw the difference in quality, but it was super shaky and I didn't like it. Now that we have this one, I'm definitely going to hold on to it for a minute because this is the most high-tech point-and-shoot camera I've ever had, so I'm super stoked on it. And I also was just caught up with like some career changes and life stuff and just other things that kind of prevented me from doing YouTube. And of course the coronavirus, because there's not that many car shows going on or not too much going on, and I was kind of on hold too with the project just between work and also making sure the new 5150 was done, which it's now basically like 90% done. The lifts are working. The only thing left is to finish up the dyno installation, making sure everything is wired, all the electricity works, anchoring the dyno, and little minor TLC stuff like organizing the shop and stuff. So it's almost ready there. Still hoping that we can do an open house with John in the new shop. We'll see. But we're gonna drive the Evo because I haven't driven this thing in forever and I want to for this video, and then we're gonna get to the spot and we're gonna go into how you guys can afford an Evo 8, 9, 10, or potentially your dream project. I get that message all the time on Instagram. I get so many messages from you guys saying like, hey Josh, I want to apply for this job. It pays 16 bucks an hour. Is this enough to afford my dream car? Or I found this car at a dealership. Is this a good deal? And I get a lot of messages on like what I do for work or how I afford it. Because if you're new to my videos, I do support myself financially with everything, with rent, car, mods, insurance, gas, food, you name it. I don't have any help other than for myself. I do live with one roommate at the place I live at, so obviously, you know, me and him split the rent, but it's still expensive. It's still over $2,000 a month. And I want to open up to you guys and tell you guys a little bit how I got started, what I do for work, and hopefully give you guys some information to help you guys improve your lives, take care of yourself, buy a dream project, take care of your loved ones, things like that. So let's get into it and drive the Evo for once. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but the one time I want to frickin' take the Evo out, it's starting to rain, but we're still gonna send it. We're on our compound tires. We're not supposed to be driving when it's wet outside. The TEs are super dirty. Super, super dirty. Stock pads have tons of brake dust, but man, I'm so amped. This thing looks so aggressive with the black roof. I'm just super excited to drive this car now. I haven't really fully been able to enjoy this car since I've got it, honestly, like in July, just because with COVID and working so much and all these things, and I feel like really excited to drive this. I haven't driven it in like a month almost. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know, if your car was down for some time and then you get it back, it's like you're getting the car all over again. Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like I just took delivery of my Evo 10. Like, right now, I'm super stoked. We out here, top secret filming spot, dude. Top secret. All right, guys, as you guys can tell, we made it to where we need to be. Y'all better hope that Paul Blart had his morning coffee this morning, because if homie wants to be a dick and call the cops, he can definitely kick us out here, which I hope he doesn't. Look, we got a nice little view. There's like some homeless people looking at me to the left. I'm not gonna film them because I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's weirding me out. All right, guys, so if you've been watching my channel for a minute, you guys know I've kind of went through a couple different cars. I had a 2017 Subaru STI. Even in the very beginning, I had a Lexus IS300 manual 5-speed, the first one, because there was two different ones on this channel. 2006 Evo 9, and then obviously now I have my 2012 Evo 10 GSR. Picked it up with 8,000 miles. You guys know the whole spiel. The biggest question I always get all the time is, what do you do for work? How do you make money? All this stuff. And obviously I know the title of this video is to help you guys make more money and afford the things that you want. And so I'm gonna give you guys 2 tips that honestly, if you guys listen to with an open mind, like you seriously apply it, you seriously are willing to just soak it in your mind and not judge it, not start just, I don't know, making up a bunch of excuses like, oh, well, blah, 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 it's not gonna work. I'm gonna seriously give you guys like some really helpful advice. And I know there's a lot of people who will watch this that are using it and they are killing it, you know, and I'm not giving you guys some bullshit $29.99 program where you have to sign up for anything. You guys just have to listen to it, apply it, and it could literally change your life, because it changed mine, and I know several other people it changed as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys how I got started and then tie in the 2 tips all together. So when I first started working, my first 2 jobs, if you guys don't know, were Starbucks and Vans. I used to work both at the same time because they're both part-time jobs, so combined it was about 40 to 50 hours a week. Vans was technically my first job, and then I got Starbucks as the second job when it got slow, because Vans, like when it's on peak season, your hours are kind of cut. And then another thing too is that Vans is a really cutthroat company to work for, because if you aren't selling, like they give you daily quotas like $400 or $500 per day, and if you aren't selling, they cut your hours like drastically. Like they'll give you 30 hours one week, and then if you're not selling, they'll literally cut it down to like 9 hours, which sucks. So that's why I got Starbucks as a secondary job, just in case it gets slow. I never had a problem with selling Vans. I just, like when it was slow and there wasn't that many customers or anything, they would reduce it to like 18 hours, and I wanted a consistent 40, 50 every week. So I started working at Starbucks. It was good money for the time being, you know, I was like 18 years old, or 17 or 18. And I wanted something that was more full-time, where I could, you know, get consistent money and not have to worry. This guy's staring at me, it's making me feel weird. I wanted something that was more consistent money. And so basically, damn, there's a car accident outside. What the fuck? So I basically wanted something more consistent, and I saw an application online for a Nissan dealership for a porter, which is basically someone who just moves cars and parks cars and pulls cars up for customers. There's 2 types of porters. There's service or sales. I did service, so I got to move all the service cars, everything from like 350Zs, 370Zs, GTRs, tie-ins, Frontiers, Pathfinders, you name it, just random cars. And it was full-time, and it was good money at the time. You know, I was making like, I think, I don't know, like $3,000 a month or something, which was great money at the time because I was like 18. And then eventually I got a job at Lexus, detailing cars and doing like service car wash and stuff, which was good money for what it was, but it wasn't good money because of how much work that company made us work. I was making like $700 take home after taxes every week, which sounds really good, you know, making $1,400-1,500 take home, like net, not gross, every 2 weeks. But you know, there came a point in my life when the person I was living with, I had to move out, and I had basically like 30 days to find a way to make it work. And I was like, dude, this is not gonna this is not going to work, with cars and all the stuff I want to do, and I need to move out. And so basically what happened was there was a Honda dealer across the street that had a sign posted saying now hiring sales, no experience necessary, and they'll train. And they had that sign posted for like a month, and I was like, man, like I think I might have to do that, because this $1,400 every 2 weeks thing is not working out. I had to move out. Like I had no family or anything that I could rely on, which also, if you guys are wondering, like my family relationship with my parents has never been very good. I haven't talked to my parents in a very long time, like many years, and which is also why I've had to be financially independent. I moved out right when I was 18 out of high school. I didn't have really anyone to crash with. At the time I had a friend I was able to live with for a minute that helped out a lot, but I didn't have any actual biological family there to financially help me or provide a roof over my head or do anything like that. So basically I said YOLO and sent it and started working at the Honda dealership. And funny enough, Sergeant Zach is the one who actually took me to the interview to the Honda dealership and literally was with me for like 3 hours when I had to do like 4 different interviews and get hired to Honda, which is pretty funny. My arm got tired of holding the camera, so now we're sitting in the car. And this Honda keeps like driving around, literally just making the tires squeal, because in this parking structure, like it's kind of slick, so he's literally just around the whole parking structure, and it's making it really hard to talk and tell my story while breaking my arm holding the camera up. So yeah, so Zach took me to the interview at Honda. I got hired as a sales consultant. I was doing new cars, so like brand new cars, like purchasing and leasing. And basically there was an Armenian manager when I first got hired, and he was like, hey, what's the most money you've ever made? I remember this conversation like very vividly, like he took me on a tour, showed me the lot, showed me all the stuff. And he was like, what's the most money you've ever made in your life? And I was like, well, I don't know, like $3,000. And he was like, if you shut up and listen and do everything I tell you, I'll make you $7,000 this month. And I was like, seriously? And he's like, yeah. He's like, if you shut up and listen and actually apply it, like don't give me excuses. Don't come into work, wanting to get 50% effort and 100% results. If you're serious about it, like I'll make you $7,000 this month. And I was like, oh shit, well, yeah, let's do it. Like sign me up, and I actually ended up making, like $7,200 my first month there. And that was insane, because I think I was 19 at the time. I was 19 years old when I got that job, which is insane. Like $7,000 for someone, making equivalent to $84,000 a year, like pacing for that. If I average that, it's like killing money for the age. And so I did that for a little while. Then eventually I went to a Mercedes dealer to write service, doing a service advisor job, and so on and so forth. So moral of the story, I've been in the car business, and more importantly, what you should take away from that is I've always dealt with jobs that pay in commission. So my biggest question I always get from you guys, like online, is, oh, like, should I take this job for 16 bucks an hour? I really want to buy this Evo. Like I need to get a job for 18 bucks an hour. Like that'll be perfect for me and all this stuff. And what I want to tell you guys, and the first tip is, if you can find a job that will pay you based on performance, like commission, like whether you're selling something, you're a technician, plumber, have some kind of skill, like all those people are paid on commission. They're paid on jobs or service, same with sales. If you guys can find a job that will pay you based on, service or sales, I would highly recommend it, because that way the ceiling isn't so low. You're not so capped on what you can be making, and there's no one holding you back really but yourself. If you're going to try to climb that corporate ladder like a Target or Walmart, and you start off at like 13 or 14 bucks an hour and then slowly work your way up, it's going to take so long to make any good money. And that's why people kind of get stuck too, because then they do that for 10 years and that's all they know, and they're scared to take a chance and leave. And I'm not bashing those people at all. I completely understand why it happens, but my target audience for this is really people who are stuck at an hourly job. They want to make more money. They want to be able to afford car stuff. They want to be able to move out, provide for their family members, and do the things that they want, which is why I'm giving you guys this information. This is stuff that they're not going to tell you in school. They're just going to prep you to basically fill a job that already exists and say, go out there and work it. And you might hate it. You might love it. I get messages from people all the time who are signing up for student loan debt and like absolutely hate school and absolutely hate their field. And, if you guys aren't to that point yet, like you aren't too deep in college, or you're not too deep in student loan debt, or even if you are, I'd highly recommend a job that'll pay you in performance. That way, you can get paid more for your time and your work. And more importantly is your time, like the time you invest in a job. You're giving a job, 30, 40, 50 hours of your life you will never get back, and you got to make sure that you're being compensated for that time, because it's time away from your family, from your friends, time away that you're not experiencing your life and your own, demeanor and how you want to. So I'd highly recommend that. And tip number 2, and this is huge, like, and this goes for anyone, like if you have a great career job, like let's say like you're an attorney, a doctor, let's say you're an electrician or a lineman or something, you're making anywhere from like 30 to 80 an hour, like you have a great career job, but you're also looking for a side hustle or something to help pick up that money on the side. I would highly recommend looking into buying and reselling stuff. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, oh, well, that's super obvious, but I'm being completely serious. Like I've done that like my whole life, you know, like bought and resold cars, shoes, electronics, like I said in the beginning of this video, cameras, car parts, you name it. That's like something that is uncapped as well. Like I know people out there who buy and resell things and they're making like 5 to 7 grand a month on top of their day job, which is a great passive income. You know, like if you are able to find like a niche market, even if it's like Pokemon cards, go to yard sales and pick something up and resell it, you know, like especially eBay. Like eBay is a great tool. Like I've heard stories of friends buying Nintendo games for like $5 at a yard sale and then reselling them for like $200 on eBay. And that'll really help you out. And I know all of this is a lot easier said than done. Like obviously doing it is going to require you to actually be in it and not just do it for a day or two and expect results, but actually like be in it, be like, you know what, I'm going to apply this. I'm going to just shut up and work for 90 days straight, 3 months. I don't care about the results. I'm just going to do it and learn. Then you guys can get some killer results, you know? Like I don't want you guys to take away from my story and be like, oh, well, you got lucky and got into a good spot and changed your life in 30 days. It wasn't about that. Like I went into it with the mindset, I'm going to give it everything I got, you know? Whether that means like reading books about sales, watching videos about sales, whatever. Like I really applied myself mentally and physically to that job. And that's why before I even opened up about my story or anything, I was saying, guys, like it will work if you have an open mind and you're willing to give it 100% and you don't have a crazy expectation of it being like super easy or all the money just pouring in at once. You know, I want you guys to go in, hit it hard, know it's going to be hard, and you know life's going to punch you in the mouth back, but you're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to swing this fool's lights. Like I'm getting my check, bro. Like I ain't playing around, like no more. And that's what I that's what I kind of want for you guys, is to like go in, hit it hard, and better your life, you know. And so if you can find a job that'll pay you based on performance, and also figure out some kind of product or anything you could buy and resell on the side, you know, OfferUp, Facebook, Craigslist, you know, all those things, they're all great tools that we're not taking advantage of enough, even myself included. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's kind of a lot of talking. I hope that helps you guys out. I really want you guys to be able to better your life, get your dream car, better the people around you. And like I said, you know, don't be scared. I know working in a commission job may be scary because people always hear, well, if you don't sell, you don't eat, which is partially true. But if you go into it and really dial the phone, really talk to all the people you can, really max out every single transaction for what it's worth, can do really great things. You know, a lot of people you guys have seen on this channel that have a lot of crazy stuff, working commission-based jobs. I'm not going to name who, just because I don't want to put their personal business out there like that, but there's a lot of people that work basically based on performance or commission. A lot of people you see with things that you want, they don't work an hourly job. And I know for the longest time, everyone always focuses on per hour, but you got to really kind of erase that and reconstruct the way your mind thinks, get paid based on performance. And I promise you'll have way more money, be way happier, and you'll learn like a million more things rather than just going through the same robotic motions every single day, being a cashier or anything. Not that I'm bashing anyone who does that, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I've done jobs like that too. I worked at Starbucks, I worked at Vans, but don't get stuck. You know, you can't get stuck, and if you're afraid, don't do it just for yourself, do it for the people that, you know, need someone in their life to be in the position to give back, like friends or family or community. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my crusty dusty Evo 10 and finally seeing it for once. God, Adrian, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry these wheels are so dirty. I will swing by and get this cleaned up soon. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I promise you guys that we'll have more content coming of the car. And also, we're gonna have a lot more content just in general. If you guys have been following this channel for a while, you remember when I used to film like everything in my life, from like going to Starbucks to moving houses and all this other stuff. I want to get back to the point with this channel of filming stuff and having like a ton of fun, and just not like just car stuff, because there was a point in this channel, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like when I got the Evo 9 and I hit like 10 or 15,000 subs, I just like started becoming like way too stressed out with this channel, like worrying about what to post, what to say. And I became this like monotone robot that was just like not fun like to film or watch or anything like that. And that's why I honestly like just didn't film for like a really long time, because I just had no desire for it. I didn't want it to be a robotic job. And now that I've taken such a long break from it and really kind of like seen it with a different viewpoint, I just want to have fun. film stuff with you guys. It's not even just gonna be car stuff. It might be lifestyle stuff. It might be going to the freaking market and making Korean barbecue at home, or like, I don't know, just like fun stuff that I want to film and make cool memories of people I like, and just post it and share the memory with you guys, because that's what this whole point of this channel is. I never cared about the clout. I never cared about the money. Never cared about subscribers. In terms of like numbers, I never wanted to just be famous. I just wanted to share cool memories with you guys, give you guys some tips and tricks that may help out your life, and just, you know, make you guys laugh and have fun along the way. You know, you guys are the homies. You guys are like my friends, and I'm taking you on a ride with me. You know, we're riding shotgun in the Evo, and we're trying to go do some things. You feel me? So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If this helped you out, be sure to give this video a like. Drop a comment if you have any questions at all. I'll be replying to comments. If you guys have any questions about jobs, financing, or anything like that. And if you guys liked videos like this style, I'll definitely make more of them. Another video I'm thinking about making is how to finance or buy a car from a dealership. I didn't buy this one from a dealer, but if you guys want to see that video, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace. Damn, little bonus reel action. We got our boy, Frankie the Fryer, putting in work.